settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Standford Cardinal, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Standford ready to kick it away to start this game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Back to pass, it's Carr. He finds his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense is scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Notre Dame right back to the line. Trying to get in the end zone again. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish! And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Big fullback's got it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Offense set on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. The circle.
Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Standford! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Rose. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Here's the handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Here comes the offense on second down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Unleashes one. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming good.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
It's caught.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They'll throw it on first down. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed.
Nothing but green ahead. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Past the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with, several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him, and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive line. Take him out to dinner tonight.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Standford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Standford lines up to punt it away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first half performance. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rose. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Getting some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback.
A shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Standford offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Standford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Pressure coming. It's on target and complete. Touchdown! Cardinal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries him into plus territory. That fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers out.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass.
Standford, 14.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. The Aggies have defined this one thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Quarterback on the keeper. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Stanford quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds some fresh air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Stanford! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Notre Dame, 28. Standford, 21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that.
And he's running in the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And once he got loose, it was all over. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Notre Dame,
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
21.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Standford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. A strike downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. That last completion has him set up second and short. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Offense with jumbo personnel. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires into the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good...
Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tapped. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Stanford! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They feed him again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Right back to the well. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, looking again to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. He's looking downfield to throw. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, touchdown Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Standford offense making its way back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Finds his back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Brown wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Irish! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's key. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Standford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Brown will throw it. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Standford going back to work with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. 1st down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield with the big catch. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. It's really easy to get